Welcome to this explainer. We see a ton of advice online, right? Life hacks, career tips, the whole shebang. But what if a viral thread of all this great advice was never really for the public at all? What if it was actually a secret letter? Let's dive in.
And boom, there it is, the big reveal. With this one single tweet, the author just pulls back the curtain on everything. All these hypotheses about life and work that he's been sharing, turns out they're not just for his followers. They're a digital time capsule, a really heartfelt letter from a dad to his kids, meant to be read years and years from now.
So, you know what? That's exactly how we're going to treat this. We're going to read it like the personal letter it was always meant to be. Let's explore the lessons this father is hoping to pass down, one hypothesis at a time. Okay, so the first chapter of this letter is all about navigating the world of work, and it kicks off with a really crucial distinction.
He starts by drawing this hard line in the sand between advice that sounds good, the stuff that gets a ton of likes, and the advice that actually works. The lesson he wants his kids to get is super clear. The best path for you isn't always going to be the most popular one.
And this is where his advice gets really practical. When you're talking about something like salary, his hypothesis is that real power doesn't come from some clever tactic or a magic phrase. Nope, it comes from having options, ideally 3 to 5 of them.
And this right here gets to the very heart of it. Negotiation isn't about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the person who needs the deal the least. Your real strength comes from your freedom to just say, no, thank you, and actually mean it.
So beyond just tactics, he leaves these really foundational rules. He calls that first one Rule 0, just survive and avoid complete ruin at all costs. From there, it's pretty simple. Be skeptical of most advice because context is everything. And finally, always be ready to change and adjust your plan.
All right, let's move to the next section and see how this all builds, because we're shifting from the outside world of a career to the internal world of your own mind, which, let's be honest, can be a lot more chaotic.
He starts with this fantastic dose of humor and just pure honesty. It's a little nod to that feeling we all get, that imposter syndrome. He's basically telling his kids, and all of us, hey, nobody has it all figured out, and it's totally okay to just pretend you do sometimes. It's so reassuring to hear that.
And the natural next step from that idea is this. Learn to take things lightly. If you don't take yourself so seriously, you won't get weighed down by the baggage of your past failures, or, and this is just as important, the pride from your past successes. It's all about staying nimble and being right here in the present. And in our incredibly loud digital world, he offers this really simple but powerful filter. Instead of getting mad and reacting to everything you dislike, put your energy into amplifying the good stuff. It's not about ignoring problems, it's about consciously choosing where you put your focus and encouraging the kind of world you actually want to live in.
This is where all his practical advice starts to come together and form this broader philosophy for, well, the art of living itself.
This is the foundation. It's a mantra he comes back to again and again. He's basically pushing for a practice of pure observation, of just seeing people, situations, and even yourself without immediately slapping a label or a story on top of it. It's about creating a little bit of space between something happening and how you react to it.
I just love this one. In a culture that is constantly screaming hustle harder and do epic things, he's championing the exact opposite. He's suggesting that a life filled with quiet, low-drama, pleasant moments might actually be the real prize. And honestly, that feels like a radical act of contentment.
And this connects directly to that whole low-drama philosophy. It's a warning, really. A caution that our greatest ambitions, the very things we chase with everything we have, can sometimes become these heavy burdens that just exhaust us to the point where we wish we'd just chosen a simpler path. So it all leads to this, a simple, powerful declaration of contentment that he repeats over and over. It's the practice of just pausing in a moment, whether you're having a fresh breakfast or enjoying a quiet morning, and just recognizing that this, right here, is complete. It is enough. Now, in this final section, all of these philosophies and hypotheses get distilled down into one heartfelt hope for his children. This might be the most important point in the entire letter. It is a profound release from the crushing pressure to always be the best. He is giving his children permission to just be okay, to find their place without the constant anxiety of comparing themselves to everyone else. What an incredible gift. And then he offers this gentle instruction, which is often the single hardest piece of advice for any of us to follow. He's talking about learning how to treat yourself with the same compassion and friendship you would give to someone you love, especially when you feel like you've messed up.
So the crucial point of this entire letter really seems to boil down to this feeling. It's not about achieving more to fill a cup that feels empty. It's about recognizing that if you have the right perspective, your cup is already overflowing with gratitude for all the small, beautiful, low-drama moments of life.
And that leaves us with one final thought. This whole collection started as a series of notes to a future self, which then became a letter to a future child. So the real question for you is, what gentle reminders, hard-won lessons, and crucial hypotheses are you documenting for the person you hope to become?